Well, this week's vlog is going to start a little differently. We're up here in the photo finish room. I'll talk about that in a second. But coming up this week, we've kind of been remiss with not keeping up to date on what's going on in the casino. We'll get you all of that information, the concerts that are upcoming, some of the events, some of the promotions, etc. We've been focused on racing with the Festival of Racing now behind us. We'll also take a closer look at the jockey standings. Believe it or not, we're more than halfway through the 2026 season, and what a race, in particular, the thoroughbred shaping up in the jockey standing. So we'll do that this week in this week's vlog. But we begin with looking at the photo finish up here in the photo finish booth. This is the highest level at Prairie Meadows. There's actually a sixth level. The elevator goes to 5, which is where you'll find the stewards, the track announcer, the placing judges, the Equibase chart color, etc. But up above, that's where the TV command center is held, and also the photo finish. And these two cameras behind me, they take a photo of a continuous photo as horses cross the line every eighth of an inch. The photo is generated, and then it's beamed downstairs to the placing judges. The placing judges determine the order of finish or how many lengths a horse was beaten by, all the way back to the last place finisher. So this is the photo finish equipment. As you can see, it's we rely on this like every other racetrack does to determine the results, who won the photo, is it a dead heat, etc., etc. Let's get into these current jockey standings. And as I mentioned, what a race it is. It is shaping up with 30, I believe, 34 days to go. I can't believe we're already at this point. Here's the current look at the jockey standings, thoroughbred-wise, at Prairie Meadows. All right, there's a look at the quarter horse jockey standings. Alfredo Triana, one behind in the thoroughbreds. Probably not going to win the quarter horses because he doesn't ride enough. But as you can see, when he does ride, he's very successful. He's currently second in both the thoroughbreds and the quarter horses. Here's a look at the leading trainers, quarter horse wise. Well, since we're wrapping up with the standings, here's the thoroughbred standings for the leading trader. It's going to be tight as well. Kelly Martinez runs a ton of horses. Tanner Tracy's horses are all coming back to Prairie Meadows. He had a split stable here in Hawthorne, which is an unfortunate situation. Sounds like another racetrack is biting the dust. At least for perhaps some of you have been over to Hawthorne back in the day. But now, believe it or not, no racing in Chicago. Sportsman's Park was the first to go. Arlington was then knocked down to make way for the Bears. Not sure where that's going at this particular point. And now Hawthorne has been bought by a developer with no plans to continue racing. The harness tracks are both long gone there. The latest to leave was Balmoral. So the only racing in the state of Illinois is way down south in Illinois on the in St. Louis, on the Illinois side of the Illinois-Missouri border. But point being, the trainer standings, I think they're going to get tightened up.
And they're off at Prairie Meadows for today's race.
It's not a race. It's an excuse to buy the hat and wear the hat. It's a party on the patio and a toast to whatever you love most. Good times, good friends, good fortune, and lucky enough, it's free all summer long. Prairie Meadows. It's not a race. It's more.
Well, for those of you who like to come to Prairie Meadows to take a look at some of our concerts, I got to be honest, I wasn't sure the Dolly Parton was going to go over well. It was fantastic. The reviews were just off the charts. But the big one, as far as a lot of people are concerned, is the Church of Cash. This is the only band that does Johnny Cash tributes that's actually endorsed by the Cash family. Can't get much more powerful of endorsement of that. It's September the 10th. They've been here before. They're coming back by popular demand. Get your tickets. The show, as all of our shows do, will sell out. But if you want to make sure you got your tickets, get them in hand now, MidwestTix.com, or stop out to Prairie Meadows, walk in the front doors, take a hard right, you're into the gift shop, as Church of Cash tickets will be in demand September the 10th at 7 o'clock right here at Prairie Meadows. A couple of other notes. If you've been up to the fourth floor, you can see that there's a project taking place, if you're unaware, and you like to play poker. Well, the poker room is moving. It's going off the second floor back up to the fourth floor, which was where it originally was. But by the requests that continue to pour in, would need a new poker room. Why did you ever leave the poker room in the first place? Well, we heard you. It's being rebuilt, and the poker room should open sometime this fall. But pay attention to that. Poker room is coming very quickly. Our racing season, yes, we're halfway through it, but we still got lots of racing left. Some real big events coming out in August. Some of the better quarter horse racing will take place on the 14th and 15th of August. We'll tell you more about that in the weeks ahead. Also, before we go, want to make you aware that the ITBOA is holding their sale, their annual sale. Here's a quick look at the catalog, some of the horses that will be available. If you want to get involved in racing, sure, you can do it on your own. Yep, you can come out here, find a trainer, and claim a horse. But why not buy an Iowa bred? As owners that have been in the business for a long time will tell you, it pays to own Iowa breds. We'll see you next week for more of our Prairie Meadows vlog. But racing resumes Friday, Saturday, 5 o'clock, Sunday, Monday at 4. And as always, we'll see you at the races.